everyone, and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I'm your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in Highway Blossoms, where we're still left wondering, how the fuck is Mariah here? Why did Marina make a bet with her?
Yeah, I feel like Mariah must have been following them, because they found all the gold, right?
All but one, because one was who knows where. It could be in any canyon anywhere near the Grand Canyon. Or any other canyon in the other canyon complex. It's like it could be anywhere. So, but they found 3 of 4. Marina stopped crying. Her breath still comes in little spurts, but she's mostly in control of herself. She tugs at my shirt.
Amber, really? You don't have to do this. I screwed up.
It's okay. I'll fix it. That's what I'm here for, right?
I can read the look on her face. The one that vanishes. Yeah, the one that vanishes after a split second.
Okay.
Facing Mariah, again, I put the gold away.
Where will we play? There's not enough room here.
There's a casino close by. Down the street from this one.
There's a street here that's not in the middle of the
I'm not
desert.
old enough to gamble. Not legally, at least.
She shrugs.
Doesn't matter. This place won't check your ID.
No, you see, I know what these is on their windows. It's not the desert. It's those, you know how cars have, like, solar panels that you can put on the windshield inside? That's what they are.
What?
So...
I'm legit not even sure what point you're trying to make right now.
I'm saying these are, like, the solar panel coverings inside. There are some that have designs on them.
Okay, whatever. I've completely...
There are some cars that save energy. I'm pretty sure it's electric cars.
Yeah.
And they have built-in solar panels on the inside. And so you can leave your car sitting in a parking lot if you're going to work or something and just put the solar panel over your front windshield. It's usually the front windshield, not the sides.
Okay. Fair enough. I don't like the sound of that. I feel like I'm being set up.
It's true. It's where we played.
Really?
Yeah, they had, like, party rooms that were empty. I just used one of those.
Never heard of anything like this place, but if they let Marina in, they will probably let me in. I'd also feel better about playing with cards I know Mariah won't have messed with.
Fine. Tell me how to get there, and I'll meet you in a little bit.
She gives me directions as well as the name of the building. Worst case, Marina can probably help find it. Maybe. I count out Marina's half the gold and put it in one of the boxes before handing it to Mariah, who snatches it from my grip.
Enjoy, because this is the only time you'll get to touch the treasure.
With a final sneer, Mariah leads her troop out of the RV. Joseph still looks pretty sorry about the whole thing. The door slams shut and we're left in silence. I look at Marina. She stares at the floor.
I'm really sorry.
I'm not even that upset compared to all the million and one awful scenarios I concocted. This is pretty tame. And knowing Marina, it's not that shocking either. So I'm being honest when I smile at her.
It's okay, really. I'll go.
But what you really need to know is why the fuck, what the fuck you were doing? Like, what were you doing?
She sniffles.
Seriously, though, what were you thinking?
There it is.
I was just so surprised to see them here. I thought it must be fate or something. I was shopping around and I saw something that I really wanted, but I didn't have enough money. And then I saw the 3 of them at this little diner, so I went in to say hello and told them all about it.
What was it you wanted to buy?
That's a secret. I wanted to show it to you. But anyway, then Mariah made me that bet and I don't know, Amber. I guess I just got so excited about it that I didn't really think. Like, if you'd been there, you would have beat her no problem. I don't even think she's very good at poker. It's just that I'm kind of bad at hiding how I feel.
Yeah. I can't help but laugh.
No way. You're kidding me.
She's fine at poker. She's just very readable.
Yeah. So she's absolutely bad at poker. She sticks her tongue out at me. Guess she's feeling a bit better.
Really, though? What if you lose to Mariah?
Then I lose. It won't happen, though.
Are you good at blackjack?
A lot of it's luck. There's stuff you can memorize, like card combos, but I don't know any of that.
What if Mariah does?
I doubt it. She would have played that against you if she did. Easier to make it seem like you just got unlucky, instead of her taking advantage of you.
She didn't take...
Bullshit, Mare. She might not have cheated, but she still should have known better.
Marina frowns and looks at the floor again. I can't tell if I'm helping or not. Then I remember the candy I brought her earlier. It should totally slip my mind over the last hour.
Oh yeah, I got you something. To try to say sorry for being so weird lately. Even though I've already said that too.
I grabbed the bag of chocolates in the fridge and the gummies from above.
And the Zelda theme plays as soon as she grabs them.
Eyes wide, Marina holds them to her like babies.
You
Amber,
received candy.
Her eyes start to water again.
Thank you so much.
Hey, no more crying. This wasn't supposed to make you cry.
She giggles, but that doesn't stop 2 tears from raining down her face.
Sorry. I'm crying a lot.
Kinda, yeah.
Marina laughs again. She unties the gummy bag and digs around in it.
The chocolates got a little melted on the walk back, but they've been in the fridge.
They look just fine to me.
She pulls out a few gummy soda bottles and offers me the bag. I don't want to take too much, but I do find one of the peach rings the cashier recommended. It's really good. Sweet, but in a mild way. It tastes like peaches.
Are you ready to...
Peaches!
Marina spins the bag to twist it and ties the top.
Yeah.
I vaguely know where the casino Mariah mentioned is located. We passed by earlier today, but I didn't pay much attention to it. As we load into the out of the RV, Marina drags her feet.
Do you want to wait here? I can just go take care of this and then come back.
No way. I don't want to split up again.
After I lock up, I take her hand. Since I'm in the lead this time, the walk isn't as slow. With the evening approaching, the temperature's gone down, and at the same time, traffic is building up. In a few hours, it'll look like an entirely different city, once all the lights come on. The view of a big city at night, far in the distance, has always been one of my favorite sights. I can remember staying up late when Gramps and I were on the road so that I could press like a sticker against the window and look. They sell postcards in New York and Atlanta all over the place, all lit up because it's so pretty. We've got a couple hours till then. Neither Marina and I say much while we walk. Even given the situation, it doesn't feel as awkward as some of the quiet times before. Soon we reach the building Mariah described.
This the place?
Yeah, this is it.
We step inside. I can see why Mariah says this place might be closed soon. Although it's pretty clean looking, there's hardly anyone here. It's also exactly the same background as the last casino, but they didn't want to make that many sprites.
I was going to say something, but yeah.
A couple of people occupy slot machines far away from each other. Aside from those two, and a bored-looking host, the place is pretty empty. Well, those three in the trio, Mariah and her posse, are seated on a semi-circular couch. And an identical couch form a circle around the card table. No greetings or exchanges. Marina and I take our place across from them. A sealed deck of cards sits on the table. It's so gaudy, Las Vegas. It's got gaudy Las Vegas landmarks and logos all over it, but at least it's legit.
Should we ask that guy to come deal for us?
Hell no! The only reason they don't check ID is because they don't care. If you attract any attention, they'll throw you out.
Okay, so who will?
Tess can.
Tess nods.
Really? No offense, but does she even know how?
Of course she knows how. She's not an idiot. And before you get any ideas, she's more likely to help you cheat than help me.
That is 100% fair. And also, you shouldn't admit that. Bad sister. Tess nods again.
Just ask.
Just ask!
Oh, damn!
Holy shit!
That says a lot.
Imagine being so upset at your sister that you're willing to tell the other people that as the dealer, you cheat for them. Just ask. I'll cheat right now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right, that works for me. Wow. Because if two underage girls are going to play, then why not have a 10-year-old deal the cards? Mariah slits open the plastic bag, or plastic wrap on the deck, hands it to Tess. The girl takes out the instructional cards and the jokers and shuffles. I have to say, I'm impressed. She creates a bridge with the cards that's way tidier than I could do. Mechanical, even.
So there are 16 pieces total. We'll go piece by piece, I guess.
Piece
Sure.
by piece. Piece by piece.
That means I'd have to That means I'd have to win 8 hands in a row without Mariah or the dealer winning any to earn back all of Marina's treasure, and I won't settle for anything less than the full amount. We have a small stack of tokens near us that each represent a piece of the treasure.
How does this game work?
Basically, you try to get the cards in your hand to add up to 21, or as close as possible without going over. Whoever's closest wins that round. The dealer can win too. We all get 2 cards. Then, you can stand, which is where you don't take any more cards, or you can hit, which is where you draw another.
Let's just play Liar's
That
Dice
sounds
instead.
really easy.
I guess. Like I said, it's mostly luck.
Shut up. Time to play.
I flip her off, but don't argue. Tess deals us the first hand. I stand while Mariah hits. I don't expect her to beat my 18, but she lays down a 10, a 3, and a 6.
We now
Damn.
play Tycoon.
Tess slides her 2 tokens. Next round, I beat her. I win the next 2 rounds after that, but then the dealer wins, and we have to start over.
Oh boy.
The game drags on for a long time. Joseph has fallen asleep, head lolling backwards on the couch. Even Marina, who's both her honor and money at stake, is starting to fidget. We've been playing for close to an hour. She doesn't complain at all, though. After a while, even Mariah and I are starting to get annoyed. She sighs and shifts irritatedly while I debate what to do. And when she takes her time thinking, I bite down the urge to say something snarky and hurry her along. Once Tess wins again, and we're both sitting at 3 pieces each, Mariah wipes her palms and clears her throat.
This is taking forever.
Yep. But if you're saying we just call it here, the answer is no.
No. But let's just go all or nothing. One final hand. Then you won't be able to say I cheated or took advantage of anyone, and I can finally relax with my treasure.
Okay, Miss Pirate.
I think about it. One more hand. The odds are probably better than if we were to sit here all night. Maybe I'm not good enough with math to calculate. It'd be possible that we're here until the festival comes around if we keep going back and forth like this. Look over at Marina, whose interest has peaked up again.
What do you think?
She gives it a long thought, her face betraying nothing, but she shrugs.
I have no idea.
Right then.
Fine. All or nothing.
Mariah nods, satisfied.
Deal 'em, kid.
Tess passes out our cards.
Vegas, baby.
I pick mine up, holding them so only Marina can see. 9 and a 7, not awful, but not great. Tess is showing an 8. I try to gauge some sort of reaction from Mariah, but her face is totally expressionless. No wonder she beat Marina at poker.
Amber?
9, 7. So, 16. I think it's the first time she's ever said my name. It sounds weird coming from her.
I'll stand.
If I were to take a hit and draw another card, there's a pretty good chance it'd put me over, and that would be a loss by default.
Sis?
Hit me.
Tess slides another card, flips over 1 in the hole. 4 for 12. It means we still beat her, at least.
Let's see.
I lay down my cards and wait for Mariah to do the same, except she doesn't. She just looks at my cards flat on the table, face stony, mouth silent. She makes a sound of disgust and stands up as she flings her 3 cards toward the table. I flip them over to see a 3, a 2, and a 10.
We win.
That's all I say. Marina looks at me,
All night
and
till
then at the table,
sun.
and
That
back to
was
me,
the
making sure she heard me
cheat.
right.
That's great.
We did?
Yeah. The total of her hand was closer to 21 than hers was.
Strangely, I don't even feel excited. Not about the victory, which is nice. Or the fact that it came over Mariah, which is nicer. I just feel relieved. Marina squeals and explodes towards me, half leaping, half tackling me into a hug as I nearly fall off the couch. She plants a large kiss on my cheek and then travels over to my mouth.
God, Amber! I was so worried, but oh my god, thank you! You're the best!
Her praises are dotted with
go
kisses
have
all over
sleep.
my face. Joseph, woken up by the condition, looks away with a blush. Tess, on the other hand, stares at us, creepily apathetic. I separate myself from Marina and stand up. Mariah has already traveled halfway to the door, not saying anything in her defeat. The little wooden box of gold sits abandoned where her arm was. I check and count the pieces of treasure. They're all here. I start to move towards Mariah to say something, but Joseph clicks his tongue. I stop.
Don't worry about her. She's always like this.
Sorry.
Maybe say so.
Not sure what else to say. I half shrug, which is hard, since Marina still clings to my arm.
Don't be. Better things work out this way. Come on, kiddo.
He takes Tess's hand, and they start to follow Mariah, who's left the building.
Ladies, take care.
You too.
See you later.
Once they leave, I look down at the mess of chips and cards on the table. Somebody will come by and clean them up. Marina tugs on my shirt. When I look at her, she kisses me on the lips again. For the first time today, we stay like that for a long time, not caring about how many stares we might be getting, though it can't be more than 3. I can still taste a faint saltiness from her tears. I feel her lips curve into a smile even before we pull apart.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like,
Seriously.
the tears are hardly
I know I'm
noticeable.
always
Yeah,
saying
I can
thank
see
you
them, but they
and
are
sorry,
they are
but
very
I
light,
am
which,
sorry
makes
that I
sense.
screw up
Tears
so
are not
much.
that noticeable.
Yeah, I get it.
Don't worry about it. It all worked out, right?
Yeah, but only because you were there. I don't know what I would have done if you weren't.
Well, if I wasn't, then you wouldn't be either, you know?
I meant it as a joke, but she doesn't laugh. She leans into me.
I know.
Then we kiss again. We must look like perverts, just standing in the middle of a casino making out. Honestly,
get out of
that
Vegas?
might actually make the casino more lively than it would be otherwise. Like, you might actually get more customers that way.
Definitely. But, one thing first.
What's that?
Can we get something to eat?
I was hoping you'd say that. I saw this Chinese place earlier that smelled amazing. Sound good?
Very.
Why not shawarma?
No. Hand in hand, like always, we leave the casino and make the quick walk to the restaurant. I came across it while waiting for Marina before. Along the strip, more and more lights come on. It's hard to tell.
When the lights come on.
Yeah, it's hard to tell that it's getting much darker out because of how much artificial light there is. We go to the restaurant and eat outside on the patio, watching as more and more buildings are illuminated. By the time we're done and back at the RV, Vegas has shifted fully from daytime to artificial daytime. Before we buckle in, I pull back all the curtains.
Make sure you get a good spot by the window. You're gonna want to see this.
Oh, they finally changed the windows.
It starts slowly, just a few lights in the apartment window coming to life, or lovely street lights flickering on. I drive slowly, so as to keep us here longer. Beside me, Marina shifts impatiently, but doesn't say anything. By now, she knows when I'm being serious. I know she won't be disappointed. As more and more lights flare up on the skyline, I see Marina shift to get a better view. I smile to myself. This is what I was waiting for. What she was waiting for, even if she didn't know. Las Vegas lights up like a forest of Christmas trees, glimmering orange and yellow against the muddy blackness of the night sky. The further away from the heart of the city we get, the more of its gorgeous sprawl we can see. Soon it's so immense that the entire world seems to be awash in forced color. I ignore the signs that will lead us all the way out of Vegas and instead cruise along the streets that will let us admire longer. Marina's head slowly turns with every bend in the road, her gaze magnetically fastened to the city. Skyscrapers zoom by, each one another pillar of light. The casinos, which have gaudier decorations, make an exotic contrast to the mundane office and apartment buildings. Marina drinks it all in like water out here in the desert. Light from the window frames her face, and I remember how I thought of her as angelic back at Zion. Now the word's even more fitting because of the way her open-mouthed smile enhances the effect. She catches me watching, and just for a second, that smile is directed at me, and then she turns back to Vegas, which is finally starting to recede as we head out of town. She's silent until long after it's faded from the rearview mirror. Then she clears her throat and finally looks at me again. Okay.
We're going back one day, right?
Sure, if you want.
Good, because we didn't even get to do like a nickel,
Quarter.
a quarter of the super cool stuff we should have done.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Even if I do live like a gross hermit, I know what Vegas has to offer, but I like seeing her excited. There's always a genuine spark of wonder that's ignited when she is. It might have to do with her lack of experience, but I like to think she'd be the same regardless.
Well, there's this pirate sun show that looks really cool. I heard about another show with fountains and lights that shoots water way up high in the air and oh,
She spreads her arms far apart and scrunches her face down, giving herself a double
I
chin.
want to try every single buffet in town.
That's a lofty goal, Marina.
But we're rich now.
I thump her head and squish her down with the palm of my hand.
And we almost lost all of that in a single day. So you should know how easy it is to blow it.
Well, I think it would be romantic.
That's true.
We can rent out a hotel room, order a really nice bottle of wine, and just cuddle by the window and look at the
Cuddle.
lights.
Cuddle.
A wistful look gleams in her eyes as she gazes out the window into the vast desert night, sighing like I just stepped out of a royal carriage and swept her off her feet. To be fair, neither of you are old enough to drink.
Pudgy blue Goomba available for cuddles.
Never mind the fact that Marina has probably never tried wine in her life and would spit it out the second it touched her lips. That does sound nice. Guess I have high expectations to live up to. I've always had them, but now it feels more official. Now more than ever, I'm obligated to keep her happy and safe. Those thoughts occupy my mind for an hour or so as we traverse the desert highway. Marina's gone back to staring out the window at a very barely visible roadside. We pass a sign right at the side of our deserted lane. We're pushing 80, so we almost miss it, but I catch a quick glimpse as we speed by. Nothing special, just a dusty sheet of aluminum with a picture of poppies and 3 words printed on it. Welcome to California. It's gone before I can process it. Huh, I guess we're in California. It doesn't look like
Likes to
Marina noticed, and
party.
why would she? We've passed several state lines, and it was never a big deal then. No welcoming party, or even a government checkpoint, and that suits me fine. She hasn't brought up her surprise anymore either, whatever it was. Probably better to let her forget about that. But that doesn't mean the day's over yet, and the places that Geezer would always yak on about may as well be stapled onto my brain.
Hey, you trust me?
Her head perks up and she turns away from the window, answering without delay.
Of course I do. Why?
You shouldn't.
Just checking.
And that's that. No more questions, just blind trust. I continue driving, branching off onto an exit, and another thing I don't think Marina notices. Soon, budding lights start popping up in the distance, typical yellows and whites, barely hovering above the road with one exception. Towering on the horizon, outlined in neon red with digital numbers, climbing towards the sky, is a giant monstrosity of a thermometer. It caps off above the middle, reaching temperatures all the way up to 62 degrees. Finally, it dawns on Marina. Her head twists toward me like an owl, her eyes just as wide as one.
Amber, what's going on?
She feigns concern at first, but her voice curls up mid-sentence, unable to hide her smile any longer.
You said you trust me, right?
And I do.
Marina tilts over and rubs on my shoulder. I go dead stiff again, feeling the weight of that trust and responsibility. We drive into town, which as far as I can tell is one long street. Old beat-up gas stations and fast food joints line the side of the road, separated by an occasional diner. The thermometer is tucked away, hidden in a corner, but it may as well be in the center of the universe, the rest of the world zooming by on the interstate. The center of the universe! Ugh. I pull into the lot by the thermometer, its only neighbor being a small shack. The sound of the ignition dwindles down to nothing, leaving the RV parked wherever. I'm the first one to get out, craving the sweet stationary concrete as I stretch my legs. Wobbling in front of the thermometer, I flop my hands at my sides, dotting our
Here
arrival.
we are, the world's tallest thermometer.
I think I've heard of this.
Yeah, Marina steps out of the RV, eyes sparkling, mouth wide open in awe, her face frozen in time. She reaches into the...
Bad's a big guy. Oh, God.
Yeah. Her face frozen in time, she reaches into the motorhome and pulls out her camera, a single flash shooting out from it as she winds the camera for her next shot.
I thought you might like it.
A smug grin finds a home on my face as I revel in the pride and satisfaction of knowing I did something to make her smile. Except she's not smiling, she's staring, not at the thermometer now, but me, a near lifeless gaze, cloaked by the dimming headlights of the motorhome.
Marina?
Readying her stance, she pushes her feet off the ground and charges toward
If
me.
we're doing this, then we're doing it right.
Whoa, what?
Marina!
Too late. Before I can finish my plea, she swings around my neck and snugly brings me to her side, swooshing the camera and aiming it right at us.
Hey, Amber.
Her fingers inch closer to the button.
Don't do it!
Say.
She draws out the word to an excruciating length. I struggle to break free, but she just squeezes me tighter.
I'm warning you!
Hey, jeez.
She bends in and presses her lips against my cheek. Hold and flash.
She doesn't look as annoyed as she was making herself as.
Well,
out
yeah,
to
if
be.
you have a girl kissing you as she takes a photo, you stop being annoyed. Hold and flash.
Huh.
I stare at the camera, mid-blank, my non-reaction drawing out a cute giggle from her. And then it hits me, a thought so mortifying and embarrassing that it shades my skin a pink and red gradient. She thinks this is cute. No. At this point, I am butter or clay from Marina's perspective. And that's exactly the way she treats me, molding me into new positions as she snaps more photos. You are now her muse.
Her flame.
She's so happy. Before she winds up for the next photo, I nudge her head with mine. She nudges back, both of us cuddling against each other. She snaps the next picture. She takes several more shots, each one a little more gooberish and drenched in cheesy romantic goo than the last. Okay, you can definitely see her, you can see her go from, like, shock to indifference to slight smile to very smiling.
Yeah.
Just... I'll probably die if anyone sees these, but with any luck, Marina's constant bouncing will hopefully make a few of these come out fuzzy. Still, I think I might love this a lot.
A lot, like a real lot.
When we first met, I didn't think I'd ever understand the naive ball of energy just looking for some help. In a lot of ways, I still don't. I drove by such a perfect time. Who even knows what would have happened to her? Thinking about it drives me nuts. Well, to be fair, she probably would have been picked up by Mariah and her gang.
Oh no. What a mess that would have been.
But still, those types of things don't seem nearly as big as they used to. Even almost losing the treasure to Mariah was just a sizzling drop in the frying pan. If anything, I'm more upset that I wasn't there to help her when it went down. After all, that's why I'm here. I'm to help and protect. She makes me happy. With my hand now wrapped around Marina, I clench her tighter, only for my hand to be met with an adorable gurgling rumble transmitted from her stomach.
Hungry again.
We both look down at the source, her with a bashful sort of terror and me with amused belief.
Even after all that food
Bun
at the
Guy
buffet,
Hotel. Yeah,
I
it's
can't
solid
help
name.
it.
you're a bottomless pit. The Marina Trench.
Yes!
Amber, please. That one wasn't even clever.
I cackle with glee, tossing her the keys to the RV as I walk over to the nearby shack.
I'm just messing with you, babe. Go lock up. We'll grab a bite and sleep here for the night.
The shack is sad and abandoned, the cute logo of a little chef carrying an oversized bun, all but faded away. I peek inside the browning windows. It's more of the same. Rusty and decaying outlines of tables and booths are imprinted with dust, while the ones built into the walls were left to rot. It was always just a side thing he mentioned when talking about the thermometer. But not being able to experience everything he mentioned feels wrong, like I'm not doing right by him. Damn.
Looks like that's one more thing I can check off your list.
Marina waltzes into the diner, keeping the door open for me as we scurry in from the breezy entryway.
I left the calling card so you would know it was me.
Immediately, she's drawn to the claw machine in the corner, filled to the brim with non-specific and unlicensed stuffed animals.
No Pokemon.
Her eyes glitter as she tries to get me to notice the glass box of wonders.
The glass box of wonder. That's good.
Coming from anyone else, this action would be subtle, maybe a few quick glances at most. Coming from Marina, not so much. Instead, she repeatedly swings her head in the direction of the machine, like she's trying to form a giant crescent moon with her neck. But I know Marina well enough now. Well enough to know exactly which one she wants. Snuggled between a fuzzy ball with googly eyes and a lion with a crown lies the Holy Grail. A gray wolf with a polka dot bow tie.
Uh-oh, she has to have the gray wolf.
Yeah, unfortunately for her, our waitress is already waving us to the seats. Marina stares in the glass, her foggy reflection lining the wolf.
It's calling to you, Marina. Marina, please use the Box of Wonders. Win me. Give me your money.
I take her hand and lead her to the booth. Once there's some distance between us and the waitress, I
This
lower my
machine
voice.
takes
Don't
gold
worry, I'll give it
ingots.
a whirl after we eat.
Marina, however, can't take a hint and blurts out her response, alerting every weary soul in the diner.
Whoa, you actually know how to win at those? I've never been any good at them.
I can't say I've actually done too many claw machines.
Nope. A counter lined with jumbo clones turns around and glares at us before shaking their heads and returning to their meals. Oh, okay. Never mind. I see. I understand what that means. Yeah. No, I can't say that I've ever been great at claw machines either. So who knows if she'll actually win or not?
Like one of our local stores has claw machines. I think they still have them. That's about the only claw machines I remember doing a lot. I don't remember doing too many others. Maybe at a Chuck E. Cheese a few times, but that's about all I can remember.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. We'll come back next time and continue on in...
The diner.
Yeah, the diner. Until then, the future is very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome, and there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then!
Goodbye.